this critical period in the military history of India,
sir.
30th May to 1st June,
Right, sir.
and that 18,000 feet, 5,000-meter height, 2 feet of snow, and a
Sir,
sub-zero temperature. Uh,
sir,
how did you reach up that location, firstly, and
sir,
what was the key aspect of the operation? Because everyone who's listening to you want to know
sir,
that behind that Mahavir Chakra,
sir,
behind that Major Sonam Wangchuk,
sir,
behind that pride of India,
sir,
behind that such an important milestone of military history,
sir,
what was it? Please tell us.
sir, sir, sir. So, as I told you, 26th, the entire company was mobilized. So, we were about 100 strength, sir. And initially, we reached Dha, sir. And Dha, we stayed there for about 2 days. I was briefed by the brigade commander. And thereafter, then I think on 28th, we moved. 28th, we moved from the roadhead, sir, that is Da, or to be precise, Handenbrock, sir, Hanuthang. And from there, crossing the Hanuthang village, it's basically a valley, sir. From there, it's around 25 to 30 kilometers, Handenbrock. We moved to Handenbrock, which is the rear of the operations which are being undertaken on the front in Batalik sector, sir. So we reached there on 28th evening, and thereafter 29th, I was told to take out a patrol and to set up an observation party because there was information of some build up taking place, and I was told there's a large concentration of Pakistani troops which is happening, sir, in that area. So I was given a point. I was told to go over there, establish an OP, and thereafter I was to fall back. So next day, I think around 5 o'clock in the morning, that was on 29th, we moved. I picked up the selected lot. There was a very good JCO Naib Subhadar Tundub Doje. So he was made the surveillance and domination commander. And thereafter, we had a chosen lot. They were NCOs. All of them, they were a senior lot. It was basically a section. So we moved along with the provisions. The provisions, they were, carried on the mules. And then we reached that place around, I think, 11 or maybe 11:30 in the afternoon, sir. And I established the Adam base over there. And thereafter, then I was told to, carry out a surveillance also and give a report because there were reports on the across the ridge line through which the LC was running, across there. I think there was some sort of an alignment which these people they were making, sort of a construction, sir. So we suspected, I think most probably it was a road which was being made towards Chorbatra. Then I took two boys actually. There were two boys, myself, and the rest of the boys I kept down below because these people they were supposed to, establish the camp there, sir. So I went up. I didn't see much of an activity over there, and I came down. And thereafter, then after having briefed the JCO, because he was supposed to climb up, it was a point, which was known as Rocky Knob. From there, he was supposed to carry out observation and come back in the evening and give report to the base. So having told him and briefed him, I came back. I reached the base around 4:30, sir. I think it was around 9:30 next day. That is on 30th of June, when I got a call from the Atom base, and I was told कि firing हो रहा है वहाँ पे, sir. And बुरी तरह से firing हो रहा है. The operator told small arms fire हो रहा है, and बुरी तरह से हमारी हालत खराब है. We are absolutely pinned down, and आपको कुछ करना पड़ेगा. So I really felt as a company commander, I cannot be, sitting behind. At this stage, I have to be with the boys. And then I went to the subsector commander. Actually, he was not in that location. I contacted him on radio set, and I told him, sir, the situation is precarious. My boys, they are, encircled by the enemy. and मुझे कुछ करना पड़ेगा. So I'll have to go there, take reinforcement. So थोड़ा time लगा. The orders they were not forthcoming, and I was really in a hurry. I'd already given warning order, and the JCOs, they were preparing themselves. The company was getting ready. I just had about I forgot to tell you, sir, just about 40 boys, because 60 boys, they were taken off for other duties. That was a day prior, sir. So I was just left at 40 boys, and 10 boys, they the observation party, they had already left. So तैयारी होने के लिए, once having told them, since I didn't get orders, I was getting slightly panicky. I rang up again. I came to know कि नहीं, अभी brigade commander जो है, he's in an important conference and all that. So our VIP has come. Will take some time. So by that time, my CO, commanding officer, wing commander, he came, sir, Colonel Chandu, and I told him कि sir ये situation है, 1 घंटा हो गया, not getting orders to proceed. So boys, they are really stuck up and they are in a very very tight situation. और आपको decision देना पड़ेगा, sir, because later on फिर बाद में अगर कुछ हो जाता तो then we'll
I
the answer.
remember at that moment there was a ambush by the enemy in that time.
नहीं sir, उस time तो अभी it was just firing.
Okay.
I got into an ambush once
Okay.
I took
Please
reinforcements.
tell us about this. This is
Right.
very interesting part of the whole thing.
Right, sir. उसके बाद then Colonel Chandu he said, okay, Sonam, you proceed. उससे पहले he said कि Sonam, आपको do you have information about the enemy as to the strength, their disposition, profile वगैरह क्या है, weapon profile? I said, I can't get this sort of an information because they are not in a position to provide that. They cannot see anything, sir, though firing is coming from everywhere. And then he said, okay, proceed. I took the boys, I think it was around 11 o'clock maybe, sir. Don't remember the time exactly now. So I took around 25 boys with me and we proceeded ahead. And it took me around 2.5 hours to reach, that Adam base. I was slightly behind the Adam base, maybe around 700 to 800 meters. When there was a lot of firing, suddenly, sir, I would say all hell, broke loose. And we were into an ambush. I suddenly realized, we were just 5 of us. That was the head of the, column, and rest of the main body, there was a, large gap. So these people had not fetched up. And in retrospect, I really felt happy because we were just 5 of us. Otherwise, had there been, more boys, I think the casualties would have been more. So after about 5 minutes, the boy behind me, sir, Havaldar Sevang Rixin, he got a burst on his left chest and he fell over there. And by that time we had taken position. We were firing on the, enemy from where the firing was coming. But then I realized it was pointless, firing when you can't see the enemy. And secondly, I knew these people, they were well fortified and they had, the all protection over there. So it was no use. And I'd learned this lesson in Sri Lanka, where, whenever there used to be a burst from the enemy, from the LTT, we used to let off, sir, everything. RL fire kar diya, 2-inch mortar fire kar diya, all entire, small arms ammunition, we used to be poofed off. So I said, no, nothing doing. 1-2 minute firing ke baad I said, total fire control. You won't fire, we'll observe total fire discipline. And you will have to save ammunition to fire for effect. जब मौका आएगा, दुश्मन सामने होगा, then you are able to see those people, then only we'll fire. So as of now, you save yourselves now. So that's what we did. Around 10-15 minutes, I could see, the enemy ranging, or he was taking aim, and thereafter he was, correcting his aim. And I was lying down over there, sir.
And Sonam, for the people who are listening to us, I just want you to also tell us about the scenario, because this is about 18,000 feet. This is about 2 feet of snow. This is about sub-zero temperature. And firing onto you, high altitude area.
Yeah,
Nation is looking at what to do at that moment, at that period of the May when it was actually a surprise to all of us that he's come and occupied this height. And in
yeah,
that, Chor Batla was one of the most important aspects. Look at the environment which was there. Altitude
yeah,
is against you, enemy is against you. He's sitting at the dominating height, firing
yeah,
at you. You're
yeah.
moving up. Please explain this because otherwise, you went through it, but others will not be able to understand that what
Right,
was the degree of difficulty which you were facing at that moment.
right, sir. Sir, initially when we started, the route was very, very difficult, I would say, sir. And normally, it is very difficult, for somebody who's not trained in mountain warfare, I would say, to negotiate that sort of a route. Reaching uh, at the point of decision itself, it's a huge problem, I would say, because en route there were huge boulders, and we didn't have any kind of foothold. I didn't find any place to get a grip, sir. It was so difficult, and I can imagine the boys who were carrying mmgs, rocket launchers, what sort of a difficulty these people they would have faced, because I was just carrying around 9 to 10 kgs on my back. It was basically clothing and some, tables and all that. But these boys, they were carrying loads up to around, I would say, 25 to 30 kgs. So carrying that sort of a load, that also very uneven load. It's very, very difficult to, climb features with that sort of a load. So we negotiated, and that also in a record time. So we could do that, and thereafter, then once we reached that place, everybody was out of breath. I was profusely sweating, I would say, and it was sub-zero temperature during daytime. Also, it was absolutely, I could my feet they were going sinking, inside the snow. Getting them out and walking was, a task in itself. It was so difficult. Everybody was breathing laboriously, and on top of that, as you said, I knew these people they are sitting on top. They had a very clear view. The killing area was in front. We were absolutely giveaways because everybody, we didn't have any camouflage dresses normally, which you're supposed to be having, because they were, exhausted by the time we were supposed to be moving. We didn't have any mountaineering equipment. And so it was, the degree of difficulty was, I would say, great. And that time, suddenly getting an ambush was, I think, it was really difficult.
From this site where you got ambushed to you counter ambushing them, I
So,
think that is the turning the table. That's
right,
where the military history is written. That's
yeah,
where I will say is the arena where the nation, uh, you came and
yeah,
did your job for the nation. And that's
right.
where this Mahavir Chakra moments were there. Please
So,
explain from getting ambushed to counter ambushing, and
right,
turning the table against the enemy.
right, sir. So, once we got into an ambush, the boy, we made him comfortable. We gave him, whatever first aid was possible. And thereafter, then I realized to get out of this situation, I'll have to do some fast thinking, sir. So I had a boy, Chewang Nurbu, Naik Chewang Nurbu. I told him कि पीछे जाके साहब को बताओ कि यहाँ नहीं आएंगे, because otherwise he'll get into an ambush. He will climb up the feature, and thereafter, he will outflank the enemy from there. He will bring down fire upon the enemy so that we are able to extricate ourselves. So it was basically a counter ambush move. So I sent him, and this boy later on he told me कि साहब मिले वहाँ पे. I told him in those exact words as to what he's supposed to do. And thereafter, then I kept one boy, Havaldar Kadir sir, along with the casualty who was there. He was breathing, though the entire blood was, spreading all over the snow, and I felt, he will not survive. But all the same, I kept a boy over there. I told him कि जब भी मौका मिलेगा, he's got to be, because that is what you learn, when you when you do courses, you're told कि एक आदमी रहना चाहिए casualty के साथ. I remembered it very, very vividly. And I said I should follow it to the T, and then I have to, carry on with my missions. So I kept that boy, and then myself and Havaldar number 11, we both, we lied Dogo for about half an hour to 45 minutes. And thereafter, then we moved ahead, sir, carrying out, fire and move drill, leapfrogging, and thereafter we reached the Adam base. And by that time, I could see the boys, everybody was hiding behind small rocky outcrops. And they were surprised कि साहब जो है निकल के आ रहा है ऐसे he was not bothered. And one of the, in fact, the radio operator, he told me कि साहब जल्दी आ जाओ because they firing आ रहा है दुश्मन की तरफ से. But I was lucky, I would say, sir, because in that intervening period, I think the enemy, they had, exhausted their ammunition, and they were getting it from down below. So I would say the divine presence was there, sir, and I was safe.
And Sonam, actually, luck favors the brave, Divinity
Right,
is always on the side of truth.
sir.
Divinity is always on the side of valor. From
Right,
this moment,
sir.
when you reached top, where
Sir.
from top you saw those Pakistani intruders and you fired. Explain
Sir.
that moment. Explain,
Right,
because that was the center of gravity and the turning points of the event.
right, sir. So वहां से, in fact, I forgot to mention an incident, sir, which I would, in my opinion, I feel was the turning point, sir. The JCO, along with the three boys, LMG dead, sir, he had climbed up onto the, OP, observation post, early in the morning around 3 o'clock. 5 o'clock, he reached on top. And when he reached on top, he saw around 6 to 7 enemy personals climbing up, sir. And he, observing total fire discipline, he said कि बिल्कुल सामने आने दो, जब बिल्कुल रेंज में आएगा 5-6 मीटर के सामने आएगा तभी फायर खोलना है, और बिल्कुल पक्का तुमने मतलब वो करना है, इंश्योर करना है कि वो खत्म हो जाए दुश्मन. So he did that. He let those enemy personals come up, and once they were within range, and he knew the boys, they will not miss the enemy personals. They were fired upon, and both of them they were killed. और उसके बाद there was total panic amongst the enemy ranks. I think there were number of enemy personals who were down below, and अगर वो चढ़ गए होते ऊपर तो then it would not have
So
been.
beautifully, Sonam, you said this was the turning point. In
Sir.
fact, these moments, what you're describing at this juncture, was
Sir.
the turn of the table, because this was the first victory of Indian Army against Pakistan Army in Chorbatla. Chorbatla's success was the first success that India was looking at. This moment, this fire discipline, this patience, this depth, this wisdom in the tough time. मतलब उस जो घड़ी थी,
Right.
मतलब जब सोचा कि इसको और पास आने दो, इसको पक्का मारना है, जब तक टारगेट एकदम इफेक्टिव रेंज में नहीं आएगा उसको छोड़ना नहीं है. और ये जो एक ठहराव होता है, एक पेशेंस होती है. I marvel that moment, यार, Sonam.
Right.
In fact, my tribute to you as a commander there, my tribute to the boys जिनके जहन के अंदर में 18,000 फीट पे, मतलब सब जीरो टेम्परेचर में ऐसी सूझबूझ थी कि आने दो, मारा, और पूरी मिलिट्री हिस्ट्री का जो पोर्शन है एकदम तब्दील हो गया. आई थिंक ये सबसे बड़ा टर्निंग पॉइंट जैसे आपने बताया, और सबसे बड़ा लेसन है जो एक योद्धा के अंदर में होता है, एक वॉरियर. प्लीज dwell a little more on this moment.
Right, sir. So the JCO was Naib Sabadar Tunduk Dorje, and then we had another Havaldar Sonam Rigzin. So these people, they had gone up. 5 baje wahan pahunche, and that was the turning point, as I told you. And uske baad then the JCO, since he had time, the entire day was there, sir. He said कि थोड़ा recce करना पड़ेगा. So he sent 2 boys to recce from where the firing was, being done on the Adam base. So these people, they had, exhausted with the ammunition. They didn't have much of an ammunition with them. But all the same, they carried out the recce of the, the route uh, till the enemy post or the enemy, deployment. And they went over there. They saw, around 13, 14 enemy personals, and they felt it's a huge strength for them to handle because they were just two boys, and they had just an LMG, whereas these people, they had, heavy automatics with them, sir. They had heavy machine guns, they had universal machine guns. So he came back and reported the same to the JCO. And when I reached at the Adam base around 9:30 or 10 o'clock at night, this observation party, they came down, and the JCO told me the entire incident as to what happened, sir. पूरा का पूरा उसने बताया. And then at that point, I decided कि यहाँ पे नीचे safe नहीं है, because we'll have to climb up, because these people, they are in the process of, getting on top. And once these people, they reach on top, and in case they are able to, hold the feature, they'll be able to and totally dominate us. So I took this decision because though the orders were, you'll stay down below और सिर्फ observation के लिए ऊपर जाना है. Once you have done that, for the night stay, you will come down at night, and thereafter in the morning again you will go up, sir. So I said,
No,
no,
it
you
is the
can't.
man. It is the man
Yeah.
on the ground. It's the
Right,
leader on the ground. It is the
yeah,
that decision at that moment, and the
yeah,
importance of domination. Uh,
right.
tell us little about this. You went up, dominated the thing, because if this domination was not done, if this area
Sure.
was not captured, if this
Right,
turning point was not there, then this area was open for infiltration by these intruders. In fact,
right,
this was the turning point. I would say that the things changed when you decided that you
sure.
need to move up as a commander on the ground and occupy the dominating place. Yeah.
Right, sir. So then we decided, we started around 12 o'clock, because every time prior to that, so every time we were fired upon and we had to fall back onto the Adam base, sir. So around 12 o'clock कुछ बादल आए post पे जहां से enemy fire कर रहा था, their deployment. And that was again a very, very, I would say, a divine intervention. भगवान के का हाथ था सर पे. And I said, this is the time. And then we moved from there. We reached on top around 4 o'clock in the morning, sir. From where the, observation was being done by the OP party. We reached there. As soon as we reached over there, I think it was around 4 o'clock, it started snowing heavily. And then I decided, sir, क्योंकि रात भर इन लोगों ने, when we were in the process of climbing up, the enemy, they kept on firing down below. So I knew these people, they don't know we have climbed up, and we had surprise with us. So I said, let's, take advantage of the situation. We moved ahead. I kept the NCO, Sonam Rixon, who was a fantastic shot and a very good scout, ahead. And then we moved up, towards the enemy. Took us around half an hour. I think it would have been, by the time we reached the enemy position, it was around 5 o'clock in the morning, sir. And that was ideal because that time also it was snowing. And then we saw enemy personals deployed. There were 3 guns, heavy machine gun. There were 2 universal machine guns on the either side of the heavy machine gun as a, security. So as soon as these enemy personnel, they were sighted, LMG was deployed, and thereafter LMG was fired. But then it just fired a single round. Or there was a roke in the weapon. And by that time, all these 3 enemy personals, they ran. There was a tent which was just pitched below, sir. We were dominating them, actually. We were on the shoulder. We were about 30 to 40 meters on a vertical, ridge. And the enemy was in no position to, counterattack us. So these people, they ran inside their tents, which was just below us. And then once they did that, by the time we had cleared the rock in the LMG, and thereafter the boys, they were deployed. And then we brought down fire upon these enemy personals. And the other enemy, few enemy boys, they were carrying ammunition. All these people, they fled. And there was total panic amongst them, amongst the rank and file of the enemy. we could kill around 8 enemy personnel, sir, including the boys who had gone inside the tents. And later on, we recovered their bodies, but the other bodies we could not because they had fallen on the side of the enemy. So it was very difficult to retrieve them. And by about 12, because then these people, they kept on firing, prophylactic firing, was being done by the enemy. And they were strung all along the feature. There were 3, 4 other posts. And by about, I think, 12:30, all these enemy personals, they were about 50 to 60 in strength. These people, they came down below to their Adam base because I could see there was, there was a, squarish sort of a tent over there, sir, and which I believed was their Adam base from where all these supplies they were being got to the, features on front. So they got together, they concentrated with their staff, and thereafter they started moving slowly. They were about 1 kilometer away from me, and we tried to engage them with the LMG and with our personal weapons, but nothing happened, sir. So these people, they slowly withdrew. Everybody I could make out, their head, it was hung down, and these people, they were totally demoralized and dejected. So they moved, and I was in no position to do anything at all, sir, because I was not in communication. Also, the radio set, it had given up. It had problems. So otherwise, I could have asked for, RT fire. So it was not possible to do that.
But by this time, you had already turned the table. Very, very touchingly, you said it was a divine, it was Bhagwan ki blessing. And on the other side, it was a panic. The Pakistani intruders, Pakistan army people, they panicked and fled. The scene had changed. You had already crafted a success for India. In fact, I remember that critical moment. The entire India, पूरा भारत देश मतलब इस चीज की इंतजार कर रहा था कि कब पहली विक्ट्री आएगी और आपने पूरे देश को पहली विक्ट्री दी. This was the first success of Vijay. In fact, I remember Chief of Army Staff at that moment was so happy and thrilled. And at that time only the nation, Indian Army had decided that here lies our first Mahavir Chakra. In fact, 6 of your boys also got Gallantry Award. In fact, it is the biggest achievement. It's one of the best lessons of the mountain warfare. And Sonam, you with your sincerity, with your soldier quality, crafted those moments for India. It is so thrilling to hear. From this moment, I would like to go straight into the moment you were in front of the President of India and receiving this award of Mahavir Chakra. What was that moment? How do you explain that moment when you received the second highest award, Gallantry Award, for exceptional bravery and valor in front of the enemy, absolutely in that conditions of adverse situation of the weather, terrain, and in the face of the enemy. What is the moment? That moment receiving Mahavir Chakra from the President of India.
Sir, I really felt proud, sir. And everybody, looks forward to this moment. And I anticipated this moment with a lot of pride in my heart. And I felt proud for, my parents, my entire family, my unit. Ladakh Scouts, the second home, I would say. First home was actually Khorasan. So I felt good for everybody, and I felt great that I could serve the nation in a way that a soldier can, sir. In a way. So it was a very, I would say, a very pride moment for me, sir.
Born in 1964 in Leh, then when you were posted back into Leh Ladakh, you told yourself, let me prove myself. Then came this end of the May, you proved it, and then Mahavir Chakra. Out of the living legends, you are one of them, one of the 3 who is a living legend, Mahavir Chakra. You are our highest pride. In fact, not only that you made yourself proud and happy, you made each one of us as Indian, as a soldier, and you also come from my home for Assam, and
sir.
I have seen you as a second lieutenant, then maturing to be um, Major Sonam Wangchuk in that critical time, Mahavir Chakra. It's a proudest moment for each one of us. I would like to know from you that after that you were posted as an instructor in IMA.
Sir.
In fact, I remember Adjutant General was from Ladakh Scout. He spoke to you. You were posted there, and we wanted everybody in the IMA, all the coming generation, to see their hero firsthand and learn lessons. How was the tenure in IMA?
It was a great learning, I would say, sir. I may, in every way, like in a professional aspect, and the kind of normally life which you get there in IMS, it is an eye opener basically for somebody like me who's done not done very well on courses. In fact, my opinion was, I should not be sent to IMA. It's a great institution, and I'll not be able to do justice to it. So I had, in fact, gone to Army headquarters, and we had now Brigadier Sanjay Gupta, sir. So I had spoken to him. I told him, sir, कि मेरा posting जो है वहाँ पे, in case I can be posted either to NDA or NSG, I think that is going to be better because I am not an
I
instructor.
remember, Sonam, I remember that time you spoke to me also at that moment.
Right, sir.
One thing was very, very funny. I would say that nothing happened to you when you were in Kargil, but
Right.
when you were in Dehradun, you had a scooter accident and your finger, I believe, got cut.
Yes,
At that moment, I remember. But this is too much. In the battle, nothing happened, and in Dehradun, while going on a scooter, you lost this finger. Just tell us about this incident.
right, sir. Sir, I had, I was sent to military hospital, sir, to, we had cadets who were admitted there, so to find out about their welfare. So after having seen them, I was coming back, sir. And I was, I think, most probably there in Panditwadi, which is, just outside IMA, bang on the road when there were two buses speeding, sir. Actually, they were racing against each other. Normally it happens to get passengers. So it was, I think, around 6:45 maybe or 7:45. I don't remember exactly. It was dark, and there were two lights, hitting, directly into my face. And I tried to avoid the bus which was coming from the opposite direction, straight, heading towards me, sir. But then I was very unfortunate and unlucky, sir. The bus, it hit me on the broadside, and I lost my finger, and two fingers they were, crushed absolutely. So my right hand, sir, it's a disability now. I've got 20% disability because of that, and then I got a gash on my leg also, which later on, I could get it to shape once, but I couldn't
Oh,
do
please
anything.
look after your health. I'm very happy that you are in the Vipassana center. You are
Yeah,
looking at the meditation. You are practicing to yourself. Like you said, your respected mother, father, everybody at home practice meditation. In fact, Sonam, to be very honest,
yeah,
uh, my daughter was a small child, and she always used to tell me that there are two best officers that she had seen. One was Sonam Wangchuk, one was Colonel Arindam Majumdar. She was impressed with both of you. You were ideal for my both kids. They were so fond of you. And
sir.
I personally, as your senior, I have seen you as a soldier. I have seen you as a person. I have seen your inner beauty, your divine touch. And the most touching aspect in you is you are so simple, you're so innocent, you are divinely so rich. Uh, you know, I think the generations now have got to learn that a person with these characteristics is highest in the pedestal of bravery, valor, and in the annals of military history of India. That you are the Mahavir Chakra, you are the icon whom everybody, you are the youth icon of India. And
Yeah.
I'm very happy you also, promoted those uh, motorcycle rallies and things like that. You're doing a lot of social job. And on behalf of entire India, on behalf of entire Indian Army, I would, from that platform, I will say, on the platform of I'm Still Human, that we are hugely, hugely proud of Lion of Ladakh. And I would tell every viewer that they must see a short movie which was made uh, when Ladakh Scout completed 70 years and they had this anniversary. They made a 15 minutes movie called Lion of Ladakh. I think
Sure.
2.3 million have already seen it, and I'll request each one of them to see it to know what substance Sonam Wangchuk is. Sonam, love you. You are a sweetheart. You've been my pride, and for me, it was very touching to talk to you. Please convey my love and regards to Rigal, Tagda, to your wife Padma, and my revered respect to your parents. I met your mother and father. I
Yeah.
remember I came to Leh after this operation happened with the Hartmann course at that moment, and you briefed all of us. And I promise you one thing today at this platform, I will come to you for Vipassana. And from all the viewers of I'm Still Human, um, big thanks, Jahin, and Tagda Raw to you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Jai Hind and Tagda Raho, sir.
All the way.